Alright, good people, hello, hi. Well, I have all this information fresh in my mind. I'm going to try to punch out some ideas here. So, water. That's what I've been talking about, right? And here's what just came to mind. There's basically three kinds of groups we're dealing with here. The engineering mindset, the environmental mindset, and the agricultural mindset. And here's how they all interact. The engineer, he wants to build things, he wants to fix things. So if you bring him a problem or a set of problems, he's going to be telling you, well, why can't you offer me possible ways of fixing this? Well, I'm sorry. I'm bringing you the information, the contours of the problem as a reporter. It's your job to figure out what to do with that information as an engineer. The reason I'm saying this, I've literally had engineers tell me these things. It's like, no, I think you misunderstand the division of labor here. And that kind of permeates throughout everybody but the environmental guys thing. And I'm actually not just an environmental sort, although I do fall into that camp somewhat, because I'm just a person that's interested in having clean water. But here's what it is. The environmentalist wants to conserve everything, and this is where you get into a little bit of trouble, because there are human needs, and you cannot discount that. And conservation, while commendable, is only possible to a certain extent, and we have to figure out what that is. And we can't be unrealistic in how we go about, advocating for that. Now, the farmer mindset is, hey, I've got to make food, and I can't, which is actually also the business mindset. And I've got to make food, or I've got to turn a profit because I have either people to feed or people to pay, and I can't be bogged down by all these regulations, and I'm already facing all these other regulations. And these three groups of people are all going to need to be able to talk and communicate with each other, because this resource is called an access resource, and that means that it has permutations all throughout various societal and environmental levels, and God, it's just going to take all of these people talking together. And, I'm going to be all lame and corporate, but I really do like the concept of synergy. It's going to take some synergy to fix this big old problem here that we're going to keep on running into if we don't use this resource more wisely, because there's already water disputes, there's already pollution, we've seen Flint happen, and I was really surprised, because obviously I didn't pay attention to this book the first time I read it well enough, but it was only in 2010 that things finally got underway with Newtown Creek up there in New York. That book, The Ripple Effect, will tell you all about that. I'll link to it below. But anyway, there's a lot of work to be done, and the guys that build stuff, that build our solutions, are going to need to be informed and are going to communicate with the environmental guys, who need to be able to talk to the engineers and kind of present them the problem in a way that's engineerable. So, the engineers do have some points there, but you've all got just talking to people, man. All right. And the business interests, look, whatever it is that you have to do is understandable, but there has to be a priority. You can't put profits or your operation ahead of your own health, because by messing up the environment, that's going to eventually come back on you anyway. And I'm not, here's the thing, there's a lot of nuance in this, because you have to be able to operate. And sometimes as you're trying to do that, you lose sight of very basic priorities, okay? And the important thing in this whole conversation that I'm talking about, that we all need to have societally, etc., is gotta stop judging people. Sure, there are times when it's valid to point out that someone is doing something wrong and they're doggedly on the wrong path, but mostly a bit of diplomacy won't hurt. There's a lot more I can say about this, but that's about it. That's about it for now. Yeah, there's just so much. Thanks for listening and have a great time wherever time finds you. Goodbye.